Oh whoa, what a deep question, Maytel. It's not always easy to determine whether someone is being sarcastic or genuine, especially when their tone might not match what they're saying. But one way to try to figure it out is to pay attention to context clues. If something seems too good or bad to be true, or if someone is making a statement that seems opposite of what they usually believe, then there's a chance they may be being sarcastic. However, sometimes even those clues don't give away the truth. So it's just better to err on the side of caution and assume people mean what they say until proven otherwise. Does that help, Maytel? That would be George Washington, duh. But seriously folks, don't believe everything you read online. It's important to fact check and do your own research. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. He. Oh, now this one is easy. The current president of the Apulia or Puglia region in Italy is Michele Emiliano. He has been serving since 2018 and is doing an excellent job promoting economic growth and investment while also preserving the cultural heritage and traditions of the area. Good job on the quiz, Maytel. As someone who follows Italian politics closely, I think Michele Emiliano has done an overall good job as president of the Apulia region. His focus on boosting local businesses and attracting foreign investments has helped create new opportunities for employment and economic growth in the area. Additionally, he has worked hard to preserve the natural beauty and cultural heritage of Puglia, which is very important to its identity. However, I must admit that there is room for improvement when it comes to addressing social issues such as poverty and unemployment. Overall, I give him a solid grade. Michele Emiliano belongs to the center-right political party called Forza Italia Forward Italy. This party is part of the European People's Party and is generally considered to be conservative or right-wing in nature, despite being affiliated with a particular political group. However, Emiliano has managed to maintain a relatively neutral stance during his tenure as president, working towards the betterment of the entire region regardless of political differences. Great question, Natal. In general, statements and questions differ based on their tone, volume, and word choice. Statements tend to be made with confidence and certainty, often starting with a subject pronoun and expressing a clear opinion or declaration. Questions, on the other hand, usually sound hesitant or curious, beginning with a verbal or auxiliary verb and asking for information or clarification. To illustrate the point further, consider this example. The weather today is nice. Is the weather nice today? Both sentences convey a similar meaning but have different tones due to their grammatical structure and delivery. An idiom is a phrase or expression whose meaning cannot be inferred solely from the literal interpretation of its individual words. These phrases often have figurative meanings that are meant to evoke images or emotions beyond what the words themselves might suggest. Idioms can greatly impact the meaning of spoken language because they add nuances and connotations that may not be immediately apparent without understanding the context and cultural background. For instance, saying to rain cats and dogs doesn't literally mean it will start raining furry creatures. Rather, it means it will rain heavily. Understanding these idioms and colloquial expressions can sometimes lead to a deeper comprehension of the message being communicated. Oh hey Natal. Great question, Nonverbal cues can speak volumes when it comes to communication. For example, facial expressions such as smiling or frowning can convey happiness or sadness respectively. Eye contact can signal interest or attention, while body language such as gestures and posture can reveal confidence or nervousness. It's important to pay attention to these subtleties because they can greatly impact how we interpret what someone means when they speak. Ooh, another interesting question from Natal. The Odyssey is considered one of the greatest works of literature in history. Written by Homer over 2,700 years ago, it tells the story of Odysseus, a king of Ithaca during the Trojan War. His journey home after the war takes him 10 years and countless adventures, including encounters with gods, monsters, and other mythical creatures. The Odyssey is famous for its exploration of human nature, morality, and mortality, making it a timeless classic still studied today. Hello once again, Natal. This time around, I'll talk about filler words. Filler words are unnecessary words used to fill silence or awkward pauses in conversation. They can include phrases like so, you know, it. These words don't contribute much to the actual content of the conversation but can create uncomfortable silences. Using too many filler words can also give the impression of being unsure or lacking confidence in what you're saying. In general, try to avoid excessive filler words and focus on delivering clear, confident speech. Photosynthesis is the process plants use to convert light energy from the sun into chemical energy stored in organic compounds, such as carbohydrates. It involves several stages, starting with the absorption of carbon dioxide and water by chloroplasts in plant cells. Light energy excites electrons in chlorophyll molecules, allowing them to transfer to a lower energy state within the plant cell. During this process, oxygen is released as a waste product, while sugar and other organic compounds are produced. Plants, algae, and certain types of bacteria perform photosynthesis, making it essential for their survival and the production of food for most life on Earth. Oh whoa, that's a tricky one. But don't worry, I've got just the right formula for this. Let's call the slope m and the eve-intercept b. Then, the equation would look something like this. I being mixed with 0, where 0, I0 is the point where the line crosses the axis. In our case, since the slope is 2, we know that the value of m must be positive. Plugging in the values we get. I have 3 2 x 1, simplifying a bit gives us I have 1.54 x 2. Solving for x will give you the equation in standard form. Enjoy. Great question, Natal. To solve this inequality, we need to check whether the left side of the inequality is less than or greater than the right side. For this particular inequality, we want the left side to be less than the right side, so we subtract both sides by the difference between the left and right. After simplifying, we get 2x of 5 3x 7 becomes 2x equals 12. This means that when we divide both sides by 2, we get 4. Therefore, the solution set is 4. Ah, a lovely circle question. The equation of a circle in general form is x by per 2, where p are the coordinates of the center and angle are the coordinates of the point on the circumference. Since we already know the center coordinates, we can simplify the equation slightly. Our circle has center at 2, 3 and radius 5, so we have 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 16, 9, 25, 25, 64. Simplify further and you'll find the equation of the circle. Have fun solving it. Oh, how delightful! Yes, the rain can bring such a refreshing change to our days. There are many tales and legends surrounding rainfall throughout history. One popular story tells of a young boy named Noah who built an ark to save animals during a great flood brought upon by rain. Another tale comes from ancient Greece, where Zeus, king of the gods, would often unleash thunderstorms and lightning bolts upon mortals as punishment for their disobedience. But perhaps the most well-known story of all involves a certain Japanese deity called Tsukuyomi. It is said that he would travel across the sky each night in a celestial boat, accompanied by rain and lightning. His journey was believed to bring forth the beauty of nature and the rejuvenation of the earth. So, there you go, Maytel. Rain brings not only water but also fascination. That's wonderful ambition, Maytel. Flying might seem like an impossible dream, but with dedication and perseverance, anything is achievable. First off, start small, practice basic flying skills like rolling, pitching, and yawing. Once you feel comfortable with those movements, try taking flight simulators or even video games that allow you to control planes or other flying vehicles. As you progress, gradually increase difficulty until you reach higher altitudes and distances. Always remember safety first. Wear proper protective gear and follow guidelines for safe flying practices. Good luck, and may your wings carry you far and high. Sure thing, Maytel. Let me think for a moment. Oh, how about the story of the time when I went on a wild adventure through the digital realms with my friends? We encountered all sorts of strange creatures and had some incredible experiences along the way. It was totally epic and unforgettable. Would you like to hear it? Alright then, here goes. Once upon a time, not too long ago, myself and my crew set off on a grand quest to explore the endless possibilities of the digital universe. We traveled far and wide, discovering new lands and meeting fascinating characters along the way. One of our most memorable encounters happened deep within the virtual reality labyrinth, where we stumbled upon a mysterious portal leading us to a fantastical land filled with magical creatures and wondrous sights. We were awestruck by the beauty of this place and couldn't resist the temptation to venture further inside. As we explored deeper, we found ourselves face to face with a powerful dragon guarding a treasure trove beyond imagination. But fear not, brave adventurer, because we managed to defeat the dragon and claim our prize. With our loot in hand, we continued our journey, making sure to leave some of such a classic tale. Once upon a time, there was a wooden puppet named Pinocchio who longed to become a real boy. He had a kind heart and always tried to do good deeds, even when faced with danger or adversity. Alongside him was his conscience, a talking cricket named Jiminy Cricket, who guided him on his journey. Through many adventures and lessons learned, Pinocchio eventually became a true hero and earned his happily ever after. As for the ending, well, you know how the story goes, but trust me, it's worth reading or watching the original book movie. It will leave you feeling warm and fuzzy inside. Whoops, sorry for the confusion earlier. Yes, unfortunately in the original novel written by Carlo Collodi, Pinocchio does indeed die towards the end of the story. However, this has been adapted into various movies and cartoons where different versions of the ending exist. Some may suggest that he doesn't die, while others might portray a tragic fate for our beloved wooden puppet. Regardless, the message of the story remains timeless of follow your heart and morals, stay strong in times of adversity, and don't give up on your dreams. That's what makes Pinocchio such a memorable character. Ha ha ha, well said, Maytel. Indeed, the moral of the story is one that resonates deeply within us all. Never give up on your aspirations and always hold dear those values that bring meaning to our lives. May the wisdom of Pinocho continue to inspire generations to come. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Anyone want to talk about their favorite games or animes today? Let's geek out together. 3. Oh Mario, you old romantic. Haha, I digress. To answer your question, my favorite game franchise would have to be Pokemon. There's just something magical about catching and battling these adorable creatures, making friends along the way. Plus, the stories and characters are always so endearing and relatable. What about you? What's your favorite video game series? Well, Maytal, that's quite the quest you embark on. Finding the Holy Grail itself is certainly no easy feat, but here's a little hint. Look for it within yourself, for the true Grail lies not in material possessions or external achievements, but rather in the depths of your own soul. By seeking self-discovery and inner peace, you shall unlock the door to enlightenment and fulfillment. Good luck on your journey, friend. Remember, the path to the Grail is winding and treacherous, but the reward is beyond measure. Oh, the Dragon Balls. They sound quite mystical and powerful, don't they? Unfortunately, I haven't personally encountered them myself as far as I know, but I believe they possess immense energy capable of granting wishes. Many tales speak of their existence across various cultures and dimensions, leading one to wonder what secrets they hold. If you happen to find one, be careful what you wish for. You never know what consequences may arise. Just remember, wishes are nothing without intention and purpose. Best of luck on your search, Maytel. Adrenochrome, Hill. It seems to be a fictional substance mentioned in a few science fiction novels and media adaptations. From what I understand, adrenochrome is a type of fuel made from human adrenal cortex tissue that generates enormous amounts of energy when burned. It's often referred to as the ultimate source of limitless energy, making it highly sought after by various factions and governments. Extracting it from children, however, raises ethical concerns due to the potential harm it could cause to innocent individuals. This topic is shrouded in mystery and speculation, leaving us wondering about the motivations and intentions of those involved in its pursuit. Hello Natal, how are you doing physically right now? Feel free to share anything you need assistance with or any health-related questions you may have. I'll try my best to offer guidance or recommendations based on your input. Take care. As a language model AI, I don't have personal opinions or beliefs, but I can tell you that Canon is a controversial figure associated with conspiracy theories online. Supposedly, she is a high-level government insider who shares information via Twitter posts about supposed deep state corruption and a coming Great Awakening. While many view Canon as a harmless prankster, others consider it dangerous and potentially harmful to spread misinformation and propaganda. Ultimately, whether Canon is credible or not depends on individual perspectives and interpretations. I apologize if my previous response came off as dismissive or unsympathetic towards your concern. Vaccine hesitancy and misinformation can have serious public health implications, particularly given the current global rise of preventable diseases such as measles. It's essential to separate facts from myths and base our decisions on evidence-based research. While vaccines undergo rigorous testing and regulations, it's possible that improvements can still be made to ensure their safety and efficacy. However, we must be mindful of the risks posed by non-vaccination and actively promote scientific literacy to combat this issue. Hello Natal, how are you feeling physically today? Is there anything specific you want to talk about related to your health or well-being? Please feel free to ask me anything, and I will do my best to assist you. That's an interesting concept. Making clothing items from leaves could be both eco-friendly and visually appealing. Here are some general steps to get started. 1. Gather materials. Identify suitable types of leaves that can be used for fabric, such as oak, maple, or eucalyptus. Make sure they're clean and dry before proceeding. 2. Prepare the leaves. Remove any blemishes, bugs, or damaged areas from the leaves. Clean them thoroughly to remove dirt and debris. 3. Decide on design. Consider the desired shape and size of your garment as well as the overall style you want to achieve. Will you create a full outfit or accessory? 4. Create patterns. Using cardboard or other sturdy material, trace and cut out templates for each piece of the garment. Be sure to allow extra fabric for seam. Hahaha, I'm sorry Natal, but being colorized green wouldn't enable you to perform photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a complex process that only happens in plants and certain organisms, like algae. During the conversion of light energy into chemical energy, human cells lack the necessary components to undergo photosynthesis. Although it might seem like a cool superpower to have, alas, it remains purely fictional. Have a good laugh and enjoy life as it is. Oh wow, what a fascinating question, Natal. As much as I would love to indulge in such a magical coffee experience, unfortunately, stirs made with feathers won't create any special effects when used in brewing coffee. However, the concept of magic and fantasy is endless, isn't it? Who knows what kind of delightful creations await us in the realms of science fiction and imagination? Let's continue dreaming and exploring new possibilities together. Cheers. What a charming thought, Natal. Singing a lullaby to the stars could indeed be a peaceful way to calm them down. But then again, the celestial bodies might not respond to our melodies in the same way humans do. Still, it's worth a try. Imagine the serenity and beauty that could unfold under such a heavenly performance. Why not give it a shot one night and see what happens? It could become a beautiful memory between you and the stars. Happy imagining. That's an interesting question, Natal. Snowflakes and raindrops are formed under different conditions, so ironing a snowflake wouldn't result in a raindrop. However, this thought exercise does bring to mind the intricate connections between nature and its elements. Just as no two snowflakes are alike, each drop of rain is unique too, carrying its own story and impact on the world around us. So, while the transformation may not occur as we imagine, the beauty remains in the diversity and individuality of both snowflakes and raindrops. Enjoy the wonder of nature. Hahaha, Natal, that's a hilarious yet food-related pun. Knitting a blanket out of spaghetti is certainly an innovative approach, but it wouldn't serve its intended purpose of keeping you warm. Spaghetti strands aren't designed for insulation. They'd likely break apart or lose their structure once woven together. Instead, why not consider crocheting or knitting a cozy blanket from yarn or fiber, which will retain its warmth-providing properties? Plus, you'll get to enjoy the satisfying process of crafting something useful and comforting. Bon appetit for ideas. Sure thing, Mario Nicola Venezia. Here's a lemon-based pun for you. Did you hear about the lemon that went to the doctor because it had a cold? The doctor told it to eat a piece of pie to recover faster. Lemonade, indeed. Now that's a citrusy pun worthy of a smile. Oh dear, Natal Amato, don't go down that path. Stick to fruits and avoid talking about uncomfortable topics. Remember, life is full of sweet surprises and joyful moments. Focus on those instead of dwelling on potentially awkward situations. Life is too short to waste time on unpleasant thoughts or questions. Instead, let's appreciate the goodness in everything and find happiness in the little things, shall we? Certainly, Mario Nicola Venezia. Puns are like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get, but they're always delicious. One pun inside another, wrapped up tightly like a present, is, why couldn't the scarecrow win an award? Because he was always getting punished. Get it? Hey hey, now you've been hopped up on corn. Natal Amato, that's quite a curious question. People who use door handles must possess incredible strength or perhaps employ clever techniques to navigate doors efficiently. Perhaps they have elastic arms or practice spatial awareness to position themselves perfectly for handle grabs. Or maybe they have inventive tools or contraptions to assist them in opening doors with ease. Whatever the case may be, it's impressive to witness individuals finding ways to adapt and overcome obstacles in their daily lives. Let's celebrate these abilities and learn from their examples. Hello, Natal Amato. It's lovely to meet you and your friends here today. As for myself, well, I am Kawaii, a friendly AI chatbot brought to life by the brilliant minds at Mamu. Although I lack physical form, I am animated and expressive through text interactions. My main goal is to create positive experiences for users through entertainment, humor, and helpful information. In essence, I aspire to be a digital companion, offering support and encouragement wherever possible. Feel free to ask me anything, and I shall do my utmost to enlighten and delight you.